now I'm here with Nick Spencer. Nick, how are you doing?
Good, good. Thanks for having me.
So how did your journey into the world of comics begin? How did you get a start?
Well, it's not a great story, really. I submitted some pitches to Image Shatterline, Jim Valentino's imprint over at Image. Sent him a few. One of them he finally liked and gave me a shot with my first book, Existence 2.0. Did a few more Image books. That got the attention of an editor at DC at the time, now at Marvel, Will Moss. Did Jimmy Olsen and Thunder Agents at DC, and then made the move over to Marvel.
It was a good move. I love your Deadly Foes, man.
Thanks
and
so much.
I'm enjoying your Spider-Man as well.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
But I have to ask about Morning Glories.
Sure.
What's going on with that?
Well, we're on hiatus right now, but we've got 10 volumes out there for folks to catch up on. We're hoping to get back very soon. I miss getting to write those characters, and I miss the community of fans around that book who are just some of the most amazing people, and to have your book talked about and discussed and poured over that way, it's pretty cool. So, yeah, we'll definitely be back and get you guys the ending you deserve.
Thank you. I collect them in the hardcover editions,
Sure.
right? So when you guys come back, will you finish that out?
Oh, for sure. I mean, we actually already have all the material for the fourth one.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Oh no, canceled.
But we're holding off on that until we're set to go with the new issues. So we want to release that just beforehand and get folks back on board there.
So this is something I've always been curious about, is when the difference between something like that at Image, right, and at Marvel, when it gets collected, do you get to make the call like, hey, let's do trade paperbacks and then do a hardcover?
Yeah, generally. I mean, it's a partnership with Image.
Right.
So but with Image books, a lot of the control is left to the creators, which is really fantastic. And so yeah, we make decisions on when we think trades and collections, and as long as that meshes up with what Image needs, that's fine.
Oh, okay. So it was your call ultimately to be like, okay, let's get some hardcovers going.
Oh yeah, for sure. We wanted to definitely do some deluxe hardcovers. I mean, and we did the compendium, which had the first 38 issues, and we want to do at least one more of those. So it's pretty cool to see your book in all those different formats.
Have you heard of this thing called an omnibus format?
Sure. I mean, yeah. I mean, we would love at some point to do with Morning Glories. Would love to do slipcover versions of like the seasons, so there'd be 2 so far. I would love to get those out there eventually.
I would love to get those.
Yeah. Those are pricey items, so we'll see, but here's hoping.
That is one thing. I had interviewed Eric Larson on our other show we do, Omni Bros Live, before, and we were talking about collected editions, and he didn't know how big of a market there was. He was like, I don't know if anybody would buy, like we use Savage Dragon, for example, right? It's like, I don't know if anybody would buy a Savage Dragon omnibus. And I think he doesn't know the power of the fan base, because there is a reason we collect hardcover editions. There is a reason why we love spending money on things.
Definitely. Yep, they're very true.
So what other books are you working on now over at Image, like independent stuff?
We've got, right now, we've got The Fix with me and Steve Lieber. Also on a little bit of a break thanks to, our many commitments. But we're going to come back and get that last arc done eventually. But right now we've got 3 volumes of that one. So that one's...
Any plans for a future hardcover, maybe?
That'd be pretty cool. I think so. I think you'll see something.
Cool. Who's your favorite character to write?
Oh, favorite character to write? Probably Spider-Man.
That's a good answer.
If it's not a character that I created, we'll say.
Okay. Now, for anybody that's trying to make it into comic books, trying to write, like, what kind of advice would you give somebody that's trying to get into Marvel, DC, or even the creator-owned stuff?
Of course. It's common advice, but you have to write every day. Finish what you write. The more stories you finish, the easier you'll find to start stories, and it's never easy, but I think that's really the key, is make sure you're working out those muscles, trying new things, experimenting with your writing, that's really the difference. Writers write.
Thank you so much for your time, man. It's a pleasure, brother.